everyone. The halacha of this morning is, I want to buy a tzitzit. Tzitzit, what I mean the beggar, the cloth with the strings together. It's already all ready to wear. So I look at tzitzit mitzvah, he said, from a Jewish person, or even from a businessman, that's his job, to sell tzitzit, even if he's a Gentile, he's not Jewish. But that's his job, he goes from place to place. And he says the Ramo Yaste'er, that he says that he took it from a Jew, he's believed. Why? A Jew, you believe him because he has a chazakah. That's for sure, he probably he did right. But a Gentile, why you can get it? Because you're talking about a cloth with the strings ready. Because since it's its business, he's not going to lose his business for over a tzitzit, because then they'll know the minute he lies once, everybody will know he's a liar. They're never going to trust him. So he's going to lose his own business. He wouldn't do it for himself. But if it's not a business, or if, let's say, I want to send a tzitzit with it, so then, for sure, we don't believe him. Why? Because we're afraid. There's nothing what to lose. It's only money-wise. That's why there's nothing what to lose. So for sure, it won't say the truth. Now, when we talked about it's talking about the tzitzit means the cloth with the strings. But let's say he only wants to sell the strings. So that also Gentiles could do, because it's for other things. Over there already we don't believe it. That has to have really a chazaka, or really like a hechsher or something. Otherwise, we don't trust him. Now what happens if they found tzitzit in the street? Yeah? So what happens then? So the din is we say probably, who was tzitzit? Goyim Gentiles don't find the talents for strings. They don't wear it. There are a couple of people that wear it, but most people don't wear it. That's why I said probably as a chazaka that it's kosher and there's no problem. Now, what happens if I want to say the strings, just the string with the Gentile? So then it has to have two stamps, like I said, wine with the Gentile has to have two stamps in order to know for sure it came from Jew. Also the string, I'm not talking about the whole tzitzit, only the strings of the tzitzit, since they also do those strings, and they use it for other things, for other purpose. That's why we don't trust them. And in order to send it, even though a Jew send it, with a Gentile must have two stamps on it in order to know for sure it came from Jewish and not from nobody else. Now, Lemaise, we say that you always try to buy, everybody should try to buy tzitzit, so someone neman, someone you could trust. Probably most people did it, but today it became a big business. They have it, people work in jail, they do the strings, and have to sell a Shem Mitzvah tzitzis, they have the shzira, they actually putting it together, has to be Shem Mitzvah tzitzis. That's why always, you have to have like the hechsher, the stamp that tells you that it's good. Now the last part, what happens if you have a Jewish person, but he's not, is like not the most straight person. It's like wishy-washy. You don't know if you trust them, you don't trust them. And this, so then better to have with the chotem, with the stamp, then you know for sure it's made lishmo, made to the right kavanah, the right thing they say it out, the shem mitzvah actually do the strings, because the key problem is the string, because to put it on like that, that most people, that you have to be more, a regular person won't wear tzitzis if it doesn't have any connected to it. So there's nothing what to do with it. But the only person that if a person does the strings, it has to be for business, so it's like considered tagat, so you could trust him. But the string himself of the tzitzit, you're talking about only the string, not that it's attached, just the string before you put it in, that we say has to have a hechsher, has to have, if you buy it from a choshut, somebody, not because you can use it for other purposes, so it doesn't mean only for tzitzis, and tzitzis has to be the string. When I say tzitzis means the string, has to be l'shem mitzvah tzitzis, That's why it has to have a chutzah, has to have a stamp, a Gentile or someone that you don't trust. Otherwise, you cannot use it. But if it's together, it's attached already together, it means already you put it in and they already rolled it in, like this has 7, 8, 9, 11, and 13. That's already, we say probably have a chazaka. Beside if you have a reusa, we say probably it was made done, and you could wear it and trust it. Have a good day.